I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Today we're reading the Gospel of John, chapter 1, and let's focus on verses 1 through 5. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. All things were created through Him, and apart from Him, not one thing was created. Life was in Him, and that life was the light of men. That light shines in the darkness, and yet the darkness did not overcome it. The deity of Jesus is a touchy subject for many people. Setting the world's opinions aside for a moment, it amazes me how many professing believers refuse to recognize that Jesus was fully God and fully man. And perhaps they deny His deity because acknowledging it means they must be accountable to Him, that there would be no higher authority to appeal to. But the truth is, we are accountable to His deity whether we accept it or not, by virtue of His deity. John is putting this debate to rest. In Mark chapter 8, verse 27, Jesus asked His disciples, "Who do people say that I am?" The disciples responded to Jesus' question, "Who do people say that I am?" with various descriptions that they had overheard the crowds giving. It's a good man, we think he's a good guy. He's a prophet. He's Elijah or even John the Baptist come to life again. But then Jesus asked, "Who do you say that I am?" And Peter replied, "You are the Messiah, the Son of God." And right you are, Peter. Within the context and the understanding of the average Jewish person in Jesus' day, the terms Messiah and Son of God carried different implications as they may take today. They were more than just words that describe a person who had a close affiliation or a familial relationship with God. These were names for God Himself. Creation originated from the Godhead person known as the Word of the Lord. Even the Psalms are clear on this message. Consider this from Psalm 33, verses 4 through 9. "For the word of the Lord is right, and all His work is trustworthy. He loves righteousness and justice. The earth is full of the Lord's unfailing love. The heavens were made by the word of the Lord, and all the stars by the breath of His mouth. He gathers the waters of the sea into a heap. He puts the depths into storehouses. He lets the whole earth tremble before the Lord. Let all of the inhabitants of the world stand in awe of Him. For He spoke, and it came into being. He commanded, and it came into existence." Jesus is that person known as the Word. The prophet Micah spoke of Jesus' eternal existence in Micah chapter 5, verse 2. "But you, Bethlehem Ephrathah, though you are small among the clans of Judah, out of you will come forth to me the one who will be ruler over Israel. His goings forth are from of old, from everlasting." Of course, that reminds us of verse 14 of chapter 1 in John's Gospel. "The Word became flesh and took up residence among us. We observed His glory, the glory as the one and only Son of the Father, full of grace and truth." That's John chapter 1, verse 14. I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Check us out at groundworksministries.com.